Welcome to Being Free PH, where we give you tips on how to save, invest, and be free. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. So previously, um, if you haven't seen the video, I'll show some link here or there to make sure that you're aligned on where we are right now. But previously, we've talked about on the reason why you need to invest or the reason why you invest in the stock market, right? Once that, also gave you an assignment last time or a to do, right? And that is to open an account. Or if you don't have a broker account yet, you need to have one, right? So that you can follow in the next sessions. Just in case you haven't, I'll show you here in the video. I'll show you after this how to open an account. I gave a sample here, and actually, it was pretty easy. It took me less than 10 minutes once I have all the information that I have, right? And I'll show you that video now.
So I'll show you on how to create or open up a broker's account, right? So on the PSE website, you go to the training participants and you'd see their online brokers. And from the online brokers, for now, let's select AAA equities because that's something that I don't have yet, right? And once you go there, you'd see their sign up. So just go ahead and click on sign up and you input your user information where you select your username and input your email address. And once you click on proceed, it would give you it would ask for your personal information and the source of your income on the next page, right? And after this, it would take maybe maybe a minute or two, right, for all the information that you inputted on step number 2 and 3 to maybe upload on their system. And once they receive that, you'd see there are two options for you to continue on or to activate your account. I selected option one where we actually received an email from them and asking us to sign the paper and then return it to them with the two valid IDs. So that's what I'll be doing now, and I'll inform you on usually how long it takes for it to upload or for them to receive it and activate my account.
All right. So for today, we'll be talking a different topic. We'll be talking about how to buy and sell in the stock market. So that's actually pretty simple, right? So there are two main reasons why you need to know this because that's the main thing, right? That's the there's some technicalities when you buy and sell stocks, right? So let me go ahead and show you what's that. All right. So if you notice here, so this is what we call the board lot, right? So the board lot is dictates how many shares you can buy per company or per stock, right? And that depends on actually your price. So, for example, you want to buy Jollibee or you want to buy Pure Gold, right? So, and you'd ask me, what's the minimum investment rate or how much I can buy? So that would really depends on their current price. So for today, for example, I'll be buying a certain stock. Let's say Jollibee. Okay, let me share my screen. Let's go to um. All right, all right. Let me log in. All right. So this is my account that I use for testing and stuff like that, right? So if you notice here, there's a lot of things that's going on, right? And it's very important that you know the code for the specific company that you're looking for. So for JFC or Jollibee, that's JFC. So you just type that and you click that, and it would show you here the price, right? So here you see here the last price, meaning this is the last traded price for today, right? So you'll see there the bid quantity. We'll talk about that later, right? We can do that here too. So again, on your broker, that depends, right? It might be different from what you have. For example, COL is different, PPA is different, U-Trade is this, and AAA equities is different, right? But technically, it's the same thing, right? The same purpose, and that is for you to buy and sell stocks, right? So for here, for example, you'd see here, this is the current price of Jollibee, right? So what's that? 116.80. How many can I buy? What's the minimum, right? Can I say, for example, let's say, right, Jollibee, I want to buy Jollibee, for example. Um, I want to buy, if you'd see here, this is the money that I have now. Um, quantity, this is the number of shares, right? So let's say I want to buy one share because 116.80. Validity is like if it's the day, for example, I set a certain price, 116.80. That's the price that I would like, right, to buy. Um, and for example, the price went up. It didn't go through 116.80, then I won't be able to buy. It would reset the next day, right? So that's validity. Um, the next thing is GTC. Those are the two things that I usually use, right? GTC is good till cancelled, meaning my buy order would just be here on my account, and unless I would be able to buy, then it would stay on my account, right? So for example, the price, let's say I would like to buy Jollibee at the price of 100 pesos, right? And let's say I'll buy it, right? I'll save my pin code, right? So I'll buy, right? And then just click on buy, and then it would give me a confirmation here. All right, so it was saying validity, good deal canceled, and I click on OK. So that's the total is um, 100 pesos, and then charge is 22.42. That's the commission and the different charges, right? So I click on OK, and then it would see here, it tells you that invalid lot size. So meaning um, I cannot buy it because the minimum for Jollibee, let's go back to our slide, right? So for 100 pesos, so here 100 pesos, the minimum is 100 or 10 rather, right? So 10 stocks or 10 shares. So let's go back. Let me share my screen again, right? So if I have this, right, it says here minimum is 10. So I'll go ahead and type 10. So quantity and then price 100 and then skip information, or if I want to skip, if you'd see a while ago there skip information, usually I do this for day trading, but there are some concerns there. You won't be able to review what you placed, right? There was a one time I skipped confirmation and I placed a wrong price, so instead of selling it at a certain price I sell it um, at a lower price. So still up to you, right? So I'll click on buy here, right? So I say I'll buy Jollibee for a price of 100. So there would be a confirmation. Do I really want to buy? Right? So the minimum is 1,000, and then the charge is 22 pesos and 55 cents. So I click on OK, and you'd see there it would buy, right? But will I be able to buy it immediately? Well, let's see. The price is 116. So my current price, I wanted it to buy for 100 pesos. So I would be waiting for somebody who's willing to actually buy it at that price, right? And usually that is seen in the market depth here. You'd see here. I'll type the symbol JFC here, right? So there's a lot of bid, right? So bid, these are the people who would try to sell. So it's here, I'm selling, I want to sell, I want to sell, or I want to buy. Sorry, confused. So bid here, I want to buy at a certain price. So at 116.70, right? And here, these are the number of um, people or the number of bids, right, at this price. So for 116.70, there are 38 people who wanted to buy it at how many? 16,900, or wait, 16,901, right? Or 991 or 90, right? So that's that. Okay. So if you take a look at that right now, it's moving, right? So there are people selling, there are people buying, right? What's the main reason for buying? There's only one. Most likely, there's only one, right? And that is to gain, right? To profit. But what's the reason for selling? There's a lot, right? There are people who want to sell because they need the money. There are people who are selling because they're already profiting, right? There are people selling because they're scared of the price, right? Because Jollibee's, I think, is about 200, 300 last year. Then it went to 90 something, right? And then now it went back and it went down. So they don't want to have that um, volatility. So now they're actually just, they want to sell it. Okay. So so that's that. That's buying, right? So you would be able to see that on the order book, right? So click that here. So if you notice here, it says here rejected. This is the first one that we tried to buy at one share, and now it says you'd see here. This is my second one. It's queued, right? And you'd see there how much I want to buy it. So it's at 100, and how many? 10, right? And the remarks is order in the market. So what does that mean? It means that it's still on the market because my order is somewhere down the line. See, it's not yet showing here, right? So you can't see it yet. Meaning I need to wait, right? That's why I want to put it in GTC or good till canceled, meaning my order's still there like 10 years from now until somebody sells me Jollibee for 100 pesos. All right, so that's buying. All right, I don't want to buy Jollibee now, so I'll cancel this. All right, so just give me an option here. Revise, cancel. So I'll just cancel. Great. So you need to put my code and cancel. Do you really want to cancel your order? Okay. All right. So that's actually buying, and that's how you use your board lot. How about selling? All right. I think I have a stock left here, right? So I'll go with my portfolio. On my portfolio, I have one company, which is Frutas. Okay. So I have 500 shares, quantity on hand, and I have my average price for frutas is 100 or 1 peso and 9 centavos. The last or the current price that we have right now is 124, 1 peso and 24 centavos. Um, if I sell this, the value is 620 and my gain is 48 pesos. And this is the gain, right? This is the percentage, right? So my percentage, I'm up 8%, right? So, not bad, 8%. Let me go ahead and sell this. All right, I sell this. How many shares do I have? I have 500, right? The current price of, let's see here, the current price of frutas is 124, so I'll sell it at 124, right? There's no problem. So I'll just click on sell. All right, here it says here, confirm. I say okay, and then there's another error. Invalid lot size. What? Okay, let's see why. Okay, let's go back to our slides. All right. So what's the current price of frutas? The current price of frutas is 1 peso. So it's between 0.50 and 4 pesos and 99 cents. So the minimum lot size is actually 1,000 pesos or 1,000 shares. So in order for me to sell this, I need to have 1,000 shares. So I need to maybe buy somewhere or there's odd lot, right? But let's not go into that later or now. We can go there later on, right? So I won't be able to sell that, right? Why do I have that 500 shares? Because I was able to get it during the um, IPO, where it was the first time they're selling it on the stock market, and um, I was able to get around certain plus 500 shares, right? So I cannot sell that yet. I don't know why they sold it at that um, how would they call that amount of shares, number of shares, right? So, but that's still okay. I can hold on to it, just a remembrance that I have frutas, or maybe when it goes up, right? When would I be able to sell? I would be able to sell it once the price is 5 pesos and up to 9.99. Then the lot size is 100. Then by that time, I would be able to sell it. All right. So technically, that's just how to buy and sell in the stock market. If you take a look at it, it's pretty easy. There's nothing really into it, right? But the biggest question is what stock to buy, right? And that's for our next session. So don't forget to subscribe again and hit the notification bell so that once I upload that video, you'll be notified and we can go ahead and choose probably our first stock, right? And hopefully by that time, I have my new account and we can use that to probably test buy or, stuff like that. So again, if sorry if you don't know me, I'm Murfix. I've been doing this for quite some time. I'm also a full-time employee, so my tips or how I trade is with the mindset that I'm a full-time employee or I don't have time with the same way with other people that they cannot look at the stock market every day, right? So it's just now that the stock market is at a shortened trading period. Hopefully, they do that even though the ECQ or GCQ is lifted because it gives me more time or more sleep rather, right? So, well, we will never know. So, anyways, so that's that. Again, thank you for listening, and hopefully you learned something. And if you have any questions, don't for you can always just hit or comment below those questions. I'll try to answer it on the next video. Thank you, and